Hi, my name's John Cross. I'm a community health practitioner working for South Central Ambulance Service and Portsmouth City Council jointly. I visit police custody in the mornings to carry out arrest referral work, which is talking to people who have been arrested where alcohol may be a contributing factor. I don't know how many people you've got in this morning, if there's some that are appropriate for me to see. And
that's brilliant, actually.
Yeah, good.
I'm glad you're here. I've got an ideal candidate, actually.
Okay.
A chap who's been arrested.
Yeah.
And it's in relation to alcohol, so
yeah.
If you could kindly see him, I'd appreciate that.
Yes, certainly, no problem at all.
Yeah. I've got someone by the name of John here. He's got an alcohol referral work with.
Hi there. I think my colleague explained actually that I work for the alcohol arrest referral team, and I come around in the mornings and talk to people who is in there and who may or may not be connected with alcohol. Yeah. Hopefully to offer them some help and advice. Does mean asking a few questions. Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay. How often do you normally have an alcoholic drink?
Pretty much every day.
Yeah, okay, no problem. Any ideas how many drinks you drink every day, or is it?
It varies.
Yeah.
Sometimes I drink sort of, go down the pub with lads.
Yeah.
Other times I sort of just...
Oh, hi, it's John here, the alcohol arrest referral from worker from custody. Yeah, hi, how are you? Okay. I saw a gentleman in this morning actually. I'll pop over with his form later on, but I just really wanted to sort of make you aware of him.
John and his team provide a very good service to Portsmouth Central. It helps that a lot of the people that we see in custody are often in custody for drink-related matters, and it obviously provides support in relation to their health, and if they need support in relation to other sort of areas, John and his team can provide that. The other thing John and his team help out with is conditional cautions. Conditional cautions are an alternative to going to court. Again, without the support of John and his team, it would be very difficult for us to do this. So I really appreciate it. It's a valuable service, and long may it continue. Thank you.
Hello, my name's Rob Anderson-Weaver. I'm working as part of the Safer Portsmouth Partnership on a campaign called Reducing the Strength.
And my name's PC Pete Rackham, working for Hampshire Constabulary on Reducing the Strength. Reducing the Strength was a campaign that was set up last year to deal with alcohol-related antisocial behaviour and crime and disorder within Portsmouth, and also to combat the issues that Portsmouth faces with regards to a large number of alcohol-related hospital admissions.
The campaign has taken the form of a series of visits to begin with to many of the targeted areas in Portsmouth, places where we have large amounts of alcohol-related antisocial behaviour and where problems with street drinking were becoming more and more prevalent. We went into the stores and we asked them to voluntarily remove beers, lagers and ciders over 6.5%. These products are often being sold incredibly cheaply. We've seen alcohol on sale for 89p for half a litre. That's cheaper than a bottle of water or a bottle of Coke would normally be. One of the shops that we have on board with the campaign is the store behind us there, the Guildhall News. Since the beginning of the campaign, the store has been on board and has been a great supporter in meetings that we've had with other stores. If we can get these products removed from large areas of the city, then we should see a dramatic impact on antisocial behaviour, violence, crime, and even a drop in some of those hospital admissions.
As Rob said, the store behind is part of the scheme and working with us, so let's go and have a chat with him.
Can't grumble.
Have you been getting on? Anyone coming in demanding the products that we've asked you to take out?
We've had a few queries,
Yeah.
but as you know, we've had no problems at all.
Yeah. I mean, I think it should show that you don't have any of this negative attention to the store, and obviously that means that everything is safer for you and for your wife as well when she's working in here.
Yeah.
The last thing you want is her on her own, confronted with anyone that's desperately trying to get their hands on super strength alcohol. When you tell people that you're not selling the products, how do they react then? If they
And people generally understand that, and they just walk out. You get a few, you can't please everybody. But generally, a lot of them just come, they look, they don't see what they want, they just walk out.
This is the door staff briefing for Friday the 2nd of May 2014. Obviously, as always, the information supplied by Hampshire Police is to assist venues and door staff to identify persons who could potentially cause problems or increase the likelihood of disorder in the nighttime economy areas of Portsmouth. The information supplied is for the use of door staff and venues and should not be disseminated outside the confines of this room.
We hold briefings with door teams and security guards and managers on a fortnightly basis, every Friday or every other Friday. We share intelligence about sort of prolific offenders and just get some feedback from the members that are part of the scheme.
17th of the 2nd, 1980. He got drunk, threw his mate down the steps of the Goose and V&A in Albert Road. His mate landed on his head, leaving him with GBH injuries, had to go to hospital. It was quite nasty. He's been charged with GBH. He's not got any bail conditions, unfortunately, but another one to watch if they're in your premises or trying to get in.
The ultimate aim is obviously to reduce crime, disorder within the areas. It's those offenders who are potentially detrimental to businesses as well, because an area may get a bad reputation from one or two customers, and ideally what we are is a 21st century pub watch scheme, for lack of a better word. We target those offenders, make sure they don't come into the area, and therefore don't have that fear of crime, or members of the public don't have that fear of crime from that area anymore.
Okay, so we're just going to go into Liquid and speak with Bill, the manager. If you want to come with me, we'll go speak to Bill. So how's the scan net going, Bill?
It's working very well for us at the moment. I think, as you know, we've had it in for probably 2.5 years now, I think, something like that. And as you know how the system works, where we've adopted it along with a lot of other venues in the city centre. It's enabled us to identify people that may cause problems or have been in problems elsewhere that we probably wouldn't have known about without ScanNet. And I certainly think that we've seen a good drop in incidents, bad behaviour, things like that, because people know that we've got their details. They've come in, they know we know who they are, their photo's been taken on the way in, their address or details are on these documents that are scanned, and it seems to work very well. And I think, from a pub watch side of things, the feedback from the other venues is very much the same. And I think that's borne out by your figures and the drop that we've seen over the last couple of years in the town centre. So it's working very well. It has its hiccups every now and then, computers do, but the company are pretty good with their support. They're there 24 hours, so if we do get any problems, then generally they're at the end of the phone. So yeah, it works very well with us. I was sceptical to start with, I have to say, but I think I'd probably not want to be without it now. Certainly in an environment, quite a vibrant city centre like this, I certainly wouldn't want to be out of the scheme.
My name's Dawn, I'm one of the senior street pastors. We've got Kate, we've got Mark, we've got Ernie, and we've got Dagmar. I've been street pastoring for 6 years, and I'm just beginning my 6th year now. I was originally at a church in Denmead, but I now work at Portsmouth Cathedral, and we all come from various churches in and around the city and the local area. We don't come to evangelise and proclaim anything from the church. Our work is done more on the actions, in our actions and our kindness on the streets, rather than proclaiming anything about God's love. We do it with our actions and care. We provide flip-flops for people with high heel shoes that are struggling. We have wet wipes. We'll sit with people who are being ill, who've had too much to drink. And we work with the police and the paramedics who will take people into safe space if they need a quiet space to sit down, or if they just need to sleep off the alcohol. We take them off the street. We'll contact people, we'll try and contact friends or family to come and collect people if they've been stranded. And just really, as I say, be a friendly face on the street and to bring God's love in our actions.
Okay, so this is Safe Space. It's a place for people to come if they get ill while they're down Guildhall Walk. If you want to come through with me, we'll have a look. Safe Space was set up in conjunction with venues, the NHS, the police and the council to deal with people that are taken ill in the nighttime economy, with regards to people that have had too much to drink, people that have been injured, or people that just want medical advice and they see that it's open. So Safe Space is staffed by paramedics from the NHS and they can look after people that come in. They also have a facility to take people out and go out and see people, and there's also an ambulance which, if in worst case scenarios, can take people off to hospital. So as you can see, it's only through the joined up working that we've been doing with our partner agencies that we've been able to achieve a 50% reduction in violent crime in the Guildhall area. This has made Portsmouth a safer place to live and to work.
I'm Sue Atkins. I'm Senior Sister of the Alcohol Team at Queen Alexandra Hospital in Portsmouth. We're a team of 4 nurses and we work 7 days a week, 365 days of the year. So our aim is that every patient coming into the emergency corridor and into the hospital is assessed for their alcohol intake. So in the emergency department we have scratch cards and the referrals made via them, but in the medical assessment unit we have a vital pack. So every single patient coming in through the medical division is assessed for their alcohol intake. The nurse assesses them, and then that's fed into a handheld device, and it comes through to us in the clinic every morning.
Hello, good afternoon, sir. Hello, my name's Louise. I'm one of the sisters on the unit. Can you just let me know what your name is?
Bobby.
Bobby, and what's brought you into hospital today?
I came in this morning, I got having chest pains last night and overnight, and I thought I'd better do something about it.
Have you had that before?
A little bit, yeah, now and again, yeah.
Well, what the process is now? Okay then, Bobby. So we talked about your drinking your lagers on a weekend, which equates to a fair amount of alcohol, but also you say you're drinking a bit of vodka too?
Yeah, I know I've had about
Spirits?
half a bottle every day. Yeah.
So we'll
after work normally.
We'll put that into as well then.
Yeah.
So it is actually showing up and indicating that you are consuming quite a few number of units, and it does actually warrant you being referred to our services.
Hello, Sue. Hi, I've just had a referral from Orange. It's come up on the Vital Pack screen. Would you be able to see him today? He's called Bobby. He's on Orange Bed 1, and I think you might need to see him today because he might be being put on a detox. Is that all right? Okay, lovely. Thank you.
So we've discussed all your treatment options, and you're going to come back to the alcohol nurse specialist team to continue detox in the community.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tomorrow's a good day for you to be coming to clinic actually, because as we discussed that you're really worried about your diet, and you're also worried about your muscles aching and not getting out and moving around, you're exercising. So we've got our health trainer with us tomorrow, so you'll be able to meet him at the same time in our clinic.
All right.
So I look forward to seeing you. So somebody who has got a dependent level of alcohol use is such an amazing opportunity in hospital to make changes. We often refer to it as the teachable moment, and that's really tangible. People in hospital, they're frightened, they're not feeling very well, and someone's there talking about the real reason. I think one of the most exciting phrases we ever hear is, "I've been waiting for someone to come and talk to me about this." So before we started the service, we undertook an audit, and the audit demonstrated that there were many needs in the hospital that weren't met. One of the needs that was certainly identified in the audit, there was a group of patients who were coming frequently into hospital. So we started the project with 4 patients. One gentleman was in 72 times, another guy was in 50, a lady was in 53, and another gentleman was in 52. So on the strength of that, Alan and I went to an innovations meeting, and we were awarded some money which allowed there to be a key worker, especially for this group of patients. The outcome has been so exciting. In fact, one person's gone back to work.
Hiya,
I'm Greg.
I'm Nicole. Nice to meet you.
Who are you here for?
I've recently had a liver transplant. I came to see the team back in August 2012 while I was in hospital. I got into such a state that I was given a 50% chance of survival. Yeah, so then I got engaged with Sue and the team, and they really, really helped me.
Good like that.
Yeah, both with my drinking, with mental support, and with the physical side of the problems I was going through and changing my diet and everything like that. What about you?
I had pancreatitis.
Ouch.
That was due to alcohol, pure and simple really. I came in November 2012, yeah.
Okay.
But coming up here has really, really opened my eyes to a lot of support that I didn't realise was out there.
When I moved to Portsmouth around about 4 years ago as a liver specialist at QA Hospital, it was quite obvious that there was a huge burden of liver disease related to alcohol in the city. And Alan Noble and his team have been incredibly supportive in helping us to develop services to tackle those problems. We know in the UK that over the last 20 to 30 years there's been a huge increase in deaths from liver cirrhosis that disproportionately affect young people. So the average age of death from liver cirrhosis is sort of your mid-50s. And sadly we often see people in their early 30s, occasionally in the late 20s who've already developed cirrhosis from alcohol. So it's a major problem for us. During a 4-year period leading up to the start of the service here, we had a doubling of the number of admissions with complications of cirrhosis, and actually the number of bed days, the length of stay of those patients trebled during the same period. So we were getting not just more people coming in, but people coming in sicker and staying for longer. So it's vitally important to have people like Alan Noble working with us and supporting the services both in the community and in the hospital to really turn around these problems. And I think the experience in Portsmouth over the last few years, I think, has been a real beacon actually of a really good example
of what can be achieved by a city and its community in terms of improving how we tackle problems related to alcohol.